So this is just a quick snippet video glimpse look into how I track my expenses and make sure I'm staying within budget. And I've got no surprises, especially as I'm traveling the world and I've got different budgets in different areas, different cost bases, whether I'm at home in England or whether I'm in Thailand or America. I need to know where I am financially, especially when I'm on bootstrapping the early stages of my business. I want to know exactly where I am financially day to day, month to month, week to week. And the basis and the foundation of that is basically just tracking your personal expenses and your business expenses. Whether or not you do that online or you've got access to your bank statements and everything like that, that's all great. You need a central place to do it. I use a piece of software on my iPhone, and it's available on desktop and it's available on Android, and it allows me to really easily enter my expenses. A quick glimpse of that here now. I'll go into a little bit more detail in a minute, but this is the app. Software allows you to really add directly into the phone. You can add expenses and know exactly where you are. Alternatively, sometimes I tend to often use, depending on, I like to do this sometimes on the desktop version, just because then I do it first thing in the morning while I'm having my coffee. I update my expenses for the day, but often I just prefer to just, rather than go into the app and do it, I just whack down a quick list as I'm going throughout the day in my notes. It's up to you how you do it. I'm going to just go into a little bit of detail now on both versions, and then at the end give you a bit of detail about what to do. Click the link or PM me, and we can maybe get a session going, and I can show you how to do it, get you set up, tell you why it's important, and tell you how flexible it is to use, and get you going and get you trained up on it in no time, because it really is that simple. But unless you know what you need to do with it for your particular circumstance as a transformerpreneur, we can also track income, expenses, and find out all sorts of different things that you need to know in order to manage your business, however small it is. So watch on for a few minutes. It's very short, and PM me, let me know. Okay, so what I do each day is I just access on my iPhone my notes or the equivalent app on Android, and I open up my expenses note, which is just at the top, pinned to the top, so it's easy access, and I just whack the date in where I am and put in, depending on if it's a regular rent, I might put 500 baht for rent. I might say I've had a coffee, and I'll put these in as I do it. So, as I go along, I might have a croissant, revealing all my bad habits to you guys now. I might have a lunch, a salad lunch or whatever, I don't know. And then I might have a dinner, I don't know, pizza or something, I don't know, I like a pizza. And I might have a beer. That might not be my normal budget, but that's what I'll do. I'll just whack them in along the day or at the end of the day or as I remember them. But I just kind of do it as I'm sort of sitting around or as I've ordered it. And then I have. And then if I'm away or if I'm not going to be on my desktop, or I don't want to kind of go into detail of adding these expenses to the app that I use, I just carry on so the next day. So I might then do it in a batch later on. So that's what I do, and then I just close it up and get on with it. So here we've got the software I use, which is an app available for desktop computers, so your laptop, and on your iPhone and on your Android. So here you can just glimpse, so there, for instance, I've got some beers and food and my rent in there and whatnot. So I'm just going to add an expense. I don't need to necessarily do it on my notes, or I might be just adding it from my notes after I've done it, but now I can just quickly decide what currency I'm in. I'm in Thailand, so I'm going to go Thai baht, and then I'm going to whack in a coffee. and there we go, I'm going to go, that's food and drink for the category, and then I get tags, I get coffee, and then I'm going to say I'm at the sanctuary, and then I'm actually going to say that its account is actually, I'm going to say it's on the account, so it's not cash I'm paying, it's actually on account, so that allows me to track that quite nicely, and then date to date, and then boom, done. And there it is. You can't connect to the internet right now, but there it is, the food and drink. So actually you can do it when you're not even connected to the internet, which is great. So it tells you how much you spent a day in your master currency. There for me it's £10.77, yeah, that's quickly how I do it. So it's really quick and easy, and then that can feed into budgets and other sort of financial reports and things, which are really easy to use. So yeah, it's good, simple, quick, really recommend people use it. Direct message me or ping me if you want to learn how to go deeper into this piece of software. Over about an hour or so I can set you up with a budget and some easy categories and tags that you can just keep using no matter where you are in the world, especially if you're nomad and you're using different currencies, you've got different budgets in different places, and you need to keep track of your money and your cash, especially if you're in a place where you can only spend cash rather than using your card so much. But it's great for tracking business as well as personal expenses and making sure you're not overspending, and also giving you that opportunity sometimes to be very prepared for when something else is coming up in your annual spend. You know, like you might have a big rent payment coming up, or you might have a Christmas where you're spending more money, or you've got a holiday or travel expenses, and you want to just set reminders from when they're going to be needed. Anyway, have a look at the video, let me know what you're using for your expenses, for your expense tracking if you are. What's your method of doing it, what are the problems with it, how easy it is. But PM me or click the link and read a little bit more about what a session with me could do to set you up with this software so that you can be up and running in no time.